What's cracking, cousin? It's your favorite cousin Ken here at the Lighthouse ATL. This is the Divine Feminine headquarters, and yes, this is your favorite cousin Ken from the YouTube channel Ken Be the Light. I know many of you are like, Ken, where you been? What's been going on? Well, I took 3 years off from work to work on myself. So no relationship, no job, no business, no nothing. Just strictly working on myself. And I have been guided to come back and help a powerful community of women that are deciding to do the same thing. No longer working hard, releasing all toxicity from your life, and connecting to your true divine feminine identity. I will be here every week, every Monday, with spiritual guidance for you ladies. I'm so excited to work with you, and congratulations to the new you. Hey cousin, what's cracking? It's your favorite cousin Ken here at the Lighthouse ATL. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about being spiritually disconnected. What does it mean to be spiritually disconnected? I'm going to let you know that there are many people in the world, and many people that will leave this planet, and they are not connected to the source. And it's unfortunate, but that's just the real deal. I'm just letting you know. So we know in the Bible, if you read the Bible, then you know that, in the end times, that there are a lot of people that will be going down a broad road of destruction. So most people are going down a path that seems right, but it's a destructive path. And then there's a narrow road that some people are going down, and it's a righteous path. And this pathway is the way that connects you to the source. It is what it is. When you hear me say spirit, you can call it God, you can call it Allah, you can call the source of all life, whatever you want to call it, okay? It's a force. So call it whatever you want. But I know that not everybody is connected to the source, because for many years, I lived a life where I felt like I was doing good and I was connected to God, but I wasn't. I was not connected to the source because I was in a dark and a very depressed state, even though I was getting up, going to work, taking care of my children, doing everything that I needed to do. I still was not happy. It was nothing that I could do to make me happy. So even with me graduating from college or being in a relationship or making money and all these things, I still was not fulfilled. And that's how I knew I was spiritually disconnected. One day I was going into school, cousin, and I remember I got to the top of the elevator, and it was just a normal, regular morning. Like, I was just, going through life like regular, but I got to the top of the elevator, got out the elevator, and I just said out loud, like, I just feel disconnected. And this is before I even got on my spiritual path. This is way before that. And I just said it out of my mouth. And I know this is how, our soul guides us. We will say what it is that the issue is, whether we listen or not. We always say it, or we know. So I said, I feel like I'm disconnected, like something wasn't right. And then later on, as I began to evolve and become the spiritual person that I am now, I recognized that I was disconnected. I was disconnected mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. It was just, it wasn't good. Okay. It wasn't good. I was always irritated all the time. And I was carrying a lot of extra weight that I felt like was normal. I didn't feel like was an issue, and I wanted to lose weight, but I didn't really feel like it was a problem. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until I became more spiritual and connected to source that I realized that it is an issue to carry extra weight, because it weighs you down. So it's not just about the look, it's about how it makes you feel. So this is what I'm saying. When you are spiritually disconnected, you will be in the dark about certain things. You won't know and you won't have clarity. But when you become connected to the source, then you start to have clarity about things that just make sense. Like, okay, why I didn't know that sooner? Like, if I would have known that sooner, I would have made the adjustment. Well, I'm gonna let you know, there is no wrong. So if you feel spiritually disconnected, or if you know people that are spiritually disconnected, there's no wrong. Okay. There is a time on our path when we are not aware of certain things, because we don't know what we don't know that we don't know yet. And this is the reason why you don't want to rush. You want to take your time. There's no need to rush to the top to be this ascended, enlightened being, this ascended master. You don't have to do it like that. Just take your time, because getting too much information too soon can be very overwhelming. You can turn back and go back the way you came, because you can feel like, listen, this is too much for me, because it is a lot. Okay, it is a lot, because what you will discover on the spiritual path is that everything you thought you knew, you don't know. Everything you was taught, baby, it might not be what's best for you. So then you will go on this path of purging and basically undoing everything that has been done and unlearning everything that you have been taught, so that spirit can come in and teach you new things and you can become a new person. Like the Bible talks about renewing the mind. Now, you'll hear me talk a lot about the Bible because that's my foundation. I told y'all before, I was raised Christian, okay? I was a part of a Christian family. Now, I don't identify as Christian because the things that I do, the way that I think, are not necessarily Christian, all right? So I'm not a Christian woman, but that is my foundation. And I believe that every person has a foundation. This is your religion. Whatever your parents taught you, whatever your parents said, this is the way to go, that is your foundation. And you want to keep that. You don't have to disregard what you learn, because you will always be able to use discernment to know, okay, this is what's good for me, and this one I can disregard. Okay. So spirit will guide you on what you need to learn and what, you need to kind of put to the side or lay down, because that's not for your highest good. So as you become, more spiritually connected, you'll know. But if you hear me reference the Bible, it's because I believe there's a lot of truth in the Bible. But again, you have to use discernment, because in every book, there's always the human interference. All right. Every book. It doesn't matter which book you read. There's always going to be human interference. So what you have to do is become spiritually connected, so that no matter what book you read, you could be reading a self-development book from a master teacher that you trust. But it doesn't mean that everything that person says is going to be useful for you on your path. But what you need, you'll be able to keep, and what you don't need, you set aside. This is spiritual maturity. When you become spiritually mature, you're not going to be shunning everybody for what they believe, because you know that everybody is on a different path back to the Creator. We're all on different levels of awareness. We all come from different backgrounds and tribes of people and community. So nobody is going to be the same. And if anybody tries to make you or convert you over to what it is that they believe, that is control. All right. And that is a part of the old world system. We don't want to be controlled. I'm not coming knocking at your door like a Jehovah's Witness. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Let me get in my lane. Spirit said, Okay. That's me coming out. Okay. But I'm just saying, I'm not going to come and convince you to do anything. I am a spirit guide. All right. And that's why, I can't cross that line and tell you what to do. But I do have the ability to help you to be aware. Okay. So I bring things to your awareness so that you will know, and then you can make an informed decision. All right. So forgive me, all the Jehovah's Witnesses out there. I love you. I don't have a problem with you. Okay. Whatever it is that you do, I love you with the love of the Lord. All right. So anyway, being spiritually disconnected basically means that, you're in this place of darkness, but you're just living every single day. But you feel like something needs to change. You're just not sure of what it is or how to do it. So how do you become spiritually connected? The first thing you want to do is acknowledge that whatever it is that you're doing right now needs to change. A lot of times when we're living life, we're just going through the everyday motion, going to work, taking care of our children, maybe going to church on Sunday, the mosque, synagogue, temple, prayer, reading our holy books or whatever. Okay, we have this routine. And if you still feel like something is missing, or I'm disconnected, or something just needs to change in my life, then you know that there is a need for you to do something different. But if you are in the mind that what you're doing is the way it has to be, it can't be anything else than this. This is the way I have to do it. There's no other way than the way that I'm doing it. Then you'll keep in that same cycle. And so what I know to be true about humans is that we are here to evolve as souls. So even though, yes, you are in this human body, you have this human avatar, right? But you are much more than that. You are the soul. You are the light inside of the body. So just think about your body as being possessed by your spirit, okay? And don't think of possession as a bad thing. Possession is not always a bad thing, all right? You possess your car, you possess your home, you possess all the things in your life, all right? So it's the same thing when it comes to your human body. You possess this body, which means that you do with it whatever you want. So whenever you are ready to make changes, then you say, okay, I am in control of this body, okay? Partially so and partially no, all right? Because we know that the source of all is always in control. But you have decisions to make. So once you decide that, okay, something need to change and I'm going to change it, then you are ready to become more spiritually connected. And now you are giving the invitation for spirit to come in and to possess you. Now, listen, I just told y'all, don't be getting all freaky, okay? Because y'all know this is a spiritual thing over here. We do our spiritual thing over here. So you can't be scared of the spiritual realm. Listen to your favorite cousin Ken, because y'all already know that, I'm in between both worlds. So I'm not just going to talk about things in the physical. I'm also going to help you understand things in the spiritual as well, because there are two worlds, but they coexist, but they never cross paths. Okay. So this is what I want to let you know. Anytime you become a part of anything, let's say being a Christian, right? When you first go to church and you start reading the Bible and you wanted to connect to, whatever it is that you want to connect to. I ain't gonna say the name, but y'all know what it is. You have to invite the spirit into your life. This is the reason why you have to confess that, Christ is Lord and these type of things. You have to invite the spirit into your life. All right. And I'm not going to say anything about Jesus because I know that a lot of people believe in Jesus and all of that, but I'm just going to let you know, Jesus and that entity and Yahshua are two different entities. Okay. They're not the same. So whenever you need to be revealed or whatever needs to be revealed to you about that, you will know whenever it's time for you to know. But I'm just going to tell you the truth because God is the truth. And listen, the spirit of all will always speak the truth. I'm just letting you know that much, because if I go further into that and say you're not ready to receive that information, then it can be more harmful than good. But I just want to let you know that. So going back to what I was saying, it doesn't matter whatever organization you are a part of, you have to say that whatever it is that you believe, whether it be a prophet, a entity, a deity, a spirit, whatever, you have to invite that spirit into your life. If you have an altar, if you have different deities or entities or whatever that you work with, you have to say, okay, I want you to come into my life. I want your guidance and your assistance. You have to say that. So it's no different when it comes to the creator of all. When it comes to God, the creator, the source, the most high, when you want the creator of all, your creator, to come into your life and help you to make adjustments, you have to say, God, Father, source, creator, whatever you call the all, you're going to ask for the spirit of the all to come into your life and to help you. When you do this, then you are allowing spirit to move in your life, which means that whenever it's time for you to make adjustments, you make the adjustments. You're not doing what you want to do anymore. Now you're following behind spirit, or what we call the Holy Spirit if you are a Christian or, any other religion. Okay. I'm saying Christian because y'all know that's what I know. So when you invite the spirit into your life, many people will say that they invite the spirit into their life. But the thing is, even if you're working with entities or deities or whatever it is that you work with, they will also coach you and mentor you and guide you towards doing what's best for you. Normally, they will guide you towards doing what's best for you. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't do whatever it is that you do. Do whatever it is that you're guided to do. But whatever you're connecting to, you want to follow it. And if you are connecting to God, the source of all, which is what I connect to, the creator, you want to follow it. So you will be guided to do things that may not be comfortable, but it will be for your highest good. So, prime example, when I first began my spiritual path back in probably like 2017, this is when I started reading tarot cards. So to some people, they would say that reading tarot cards is demonic and it's not a good thing. You shouldn't be playing around with this and this and that and that and this. But for me, that was my path because I needed to go on both ends of the spectrum, meaning in the dark and in the light, and to be able to navigate through. I also needed to have this connection to, guides and different things on the other side. And I had to get a foundation, basically a spiritual foundation. And that was my foundation. That was my initiation. So when I started to read tarot and started to become more aware, and spirit began to unlock certain things that I needed to know about myself and about people that were around me and about the world and everything, okay? Then I also was guided to release certain things. So I had my ex that I was telling y'all about. I was in a relationship with him for a very long time. I was guided to release that relationship because it was not for my highest good anymore. That relationship has served its purpose. It was time to let it go. So I released that relationship. So this is where people get stuck on the spiritual path. All right. We get all of the information that we want. And I'm saying we because we're collective. I don't do this, but I'm just saying. We get all the information that we want. We start to get all this abundance and things coming into our lives, and all these things are starting to go well. But when spirit says, okay, it's time for you to release certain things, we say, no, I don't want to do that. I can't do that. No, I can't let go of this relationship. I can't stop working here. I can't. What am I going to do? When you do that, that is how you become spiritually disconnected. Right there. All right. Right there. Because whenever we are guided to do something, first of all, we're always being watched, okay? We're always being watched. So spirit wants to know, are you truly ready to commit to the all? Because when you give up everything, that means you sacrifice your life. You sacrifice everything, not for yourself and for the things that you want, but because number one, you're being obedient, and number two, you are evolving as a soul. So there are certain things that you must release in order for you to evolve. If you say, okay, spirit, I want you to come into my life, God, guide me and show me which way to go. Then God will say, okay, well, I need you to stop working on this job because this job is stressing you out and it's bringing your energy down. And it's making, And you say, no, I can't do that because I need to pay my bills. Listen. Either you want to follow spirit or you don't. Either you want to be one with God or you don't. That's what it is. And I know that for many people that are religious, they believe that they can do what they want to do on one side and then on the other side say, no, I'm locked in. No. I'm all the way in with God. I'm all the way in. Listen, whatever spirit want me to do, I'll do it. I'm living my life for the all. And the truth is, okay, it ain't true. That's why everybody that you see, you can't just trust what it is that they say, because what does the Bible say? We will know them by their fruit, okay? The fruit that they bear, not the money that they have, not the words that they speak, but the fruit, okay? The fruit of the Spirit is love, the joy, the self-control, all right? Discipline, those things. This is how you know people are connected to the source, because they produce this fruit of the Spirit. Look it up, okay? Look up the fruit of the Spirit if you don't know what that is. Because when you become spiritually connected, peace is one of those things that come with that, okay? It comes with being connected to spirit. So if you don't have peace in your life, then you know you're disconnected. If you don't have joy in your life, then you may be spiritually disconnected. If you don't have self-control, then you may be disconnected, because when spirit comes in and lives in you and through you and into the world, okay, then now you have the ability to do things that you were not able to do on your own. This is the reason why we do want Spirit to come in and live through us and as us, because there are certain things that we cannot do with our human body because our body is limited to this dimension. So when we become connected to Spirit, which is connected to our higher self, all right, because our higher self, which is another aspect of you that is in the Spirit, it is connected to Spirit already. We just got to get the body in alignment with the Spirit that is already connected to the source. See what I'm saying? So when we follow the navigation from our soul that is always giving us these promptings to let go of certain things, then we become spiritually connected. The world will tell you that you're successful if you acquire more things, get more things, become more. In the Spirit, it's the reverse. You become successfully spiritually, all right? That's a little tongue twister. When you can disconnect and you can live without as much. You don't have to do it forever, but there is a certain period of time when you will be guided to release certain things that don't serve you. And it's very difficult. I'm talking about the things that you love the most. And you may feel like, no, I don't want to do that. That's hard for me to do. But what it does is when you fast or when you let go of the things that you love and you sacrifice things, then you're letting Spirit know, number one, that you are ready to be a part of this Christ consciousness. You're ready to be a part of this body of Christ, which we know Christ sacrificed his life. All right. So if you're ready to be a part of that consciousness, okay, Christ is an energy. It's a spirit. Okay. You want to be connected to that energy, then you have to sacrifice some things. Church don't teach you that. Because what the church will tell you is that all you have to do is pray. And that's partially true, because the part of prayer is when you're accepting that you want to connect to the Spirit. You want to connect to the Spirit of all. You want to be a part of that a body of Christ, which is those that are obedient and in alignment with source. If you want to be a part of that, then there's certain things that you must do. That's the part that is being left out. Because if you don't get that part, then what you do is you keep going back. You keep going back to whoever it is that's guiding you. You keep going back to wherever it is that you have to go to get filled up. And you don't have the awareness that you have the ability to connect to the source if you make certain decisions. But if you don't make certain decisions, then you always have to go to somebody else who's allegedly connected to the source, which is a pastor, a minister, or whoever it is that is guiding you. See, me, I don't want you to keep coming to me for everything, because I want us to work together side by side, okay? If you come to me for guidance, that's cool. But I know as a spirit guide, I'm not here to stay forever, okay? I'm only in your life for the time that you need me. And then you will go on to do even greater things than I'm doing right now. You will learn more than even what I know. And then you will go on and help people who are depending on you. So it's not about having a codependent relationship with those who are helping you. It's you learning what it is that you need to learn so that you can go on to the next level. But if we refuse to do the things that we need to do in order to get us to that next level, then we'll always stay at that low frequency. And I'm going to tell you, the soul going to make your life very unhappy. When the soul ain't happy, baby, ain't nobody happy. I told y'all this before. Ain't nobody in your life, in your house, in your family, nobody gonna be satisfied, because there is certain things that you are supposed to be doing. And if you have a great purpose on your life, listen, you can only play that game for so long. You can only play on the fence for so long, back and forth, doing what you know you need to stop doing. And trust me, Spirit will make it very clear for you what it is that you need to stop doing when it's your time. You'll have your time to play around. And then you'll have the time when, okay, that time is over. It's time for you to get in line. because your purpose is connected to many, many people. And if, say, you want to continue to do what you want to do, this is how you see many, many great leaders leaving the planet soon, fast. You say, dang, they were young. They were so powerful, but they left the planet. You want to know why? Because they had one foot on this side and they had another foot on the other side. You cannot be righteous and ratchet at the same time. You see what I'm saying? You cannot have dark and light in the same place. It's just like when you're eating certain foods. If you're eating certain foods that you love, but you then go try to eat some fruits and vegetables and some healthy food, you're not going to be satisfied. It ain't going to be able to work. Because you got too much dark in you, and you have to purify your body so that now you will enjoy the fruits and the vegetables and the things like that. You'll be satisfied with them. And it's no different in your own life. If you are doing certain things that are not for your highest good, repeating cycles with people, staying in certain environments, doing the same thing over and over and over again, then you won't be satisfied with less. You won't be satisfied when Spirit says, okay, listen, you're going to give up certain things, but you're going to get so much back in return. You'll be like, no, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. So for me, when I was guided to leave my ex, we were together for 15 years. I never was by myself, ever. I was in a relationship from 19 years old up until my 30s. I was scared out of my mind because I knew if anything cracked off, he would have my back. I knew it. But when I was guided to release that relationship, it's like now I have to be responsible. Now I have to take care of myself. Now I don't have nobody to call when my car gets messed up or something go wrong in the house. I have to figure it out. And for some people, they were looking at me like, girl, you crazy. Like, why would you let this man go? This man, he can help you and he can do all these other things. He loves you and all this. Why would you let this go? First of all, we outgrow each other. Because when you together that long, trust me, you outgrow that relationship. Secondly, it was time for me to be independent and connected to Spirit. And trust me, ain't nothing or nobody going to be able to come before God in your life. Not when you're ready to be spiritually connected. God has to come first. And it has to be enough for you. But if you say, no, I need to be in this relationship, or I have to work on this job, Spirit could be leading you to release a job. You've been there long enough. It's time for you to go. You may say, I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, then Spirit will tell you, set a date. It could be this time next year. Plan your escape is what I always say. Figure out what you're going to do because it's time for you to move on. You just have to do something. Because if you don't do anything, you'll stay where you are. And it's not saying that every time you make a move, it's going to be just like always perfect. But at least you made a move. And now Spirit can move and make things happen. But if you stay where you are, then Spirit can't move. It's just like if you're guided to start a channel or start doing something or, podcast or something like that. It might seem small in the beginning. You may feel like, dang, this ain't really doing what I thought it was going to do. If you start a business, you're like, dang, I ain't got no customers. Ain't nobody coming through here, nothing. It may seem small in the beginning, but you keep doing it, okay? And you stay obedient to it because you do not know what Spirit is going to do and how it's going to change. It can literally change in a minute. It doesn't take a year for Spirit to move, all right? It can change in a minute. We just watched Dubai get 18 months of rain in a few hours. Spirit don't need a lot of time to do what Spirit is going to do. Trust me. I'm telling you what I know. And when I was guided to release a relationship that no longer served me, yes, it was difficult, very difficult. But I would not be the person that I am today if I did not have the connection that I have with Source now. So we have to be all in if we want to be spiritually connected. That's the requirement. And a lot of religious institutions, they're not teaching that. They're saying that you can do what you want to do. Or they're telling you that, you need to do it this way. This is the way you need to do it. This is, no. Spirit will tell you what you need to do. You will know. Pray and ask. Ask what it is that you need to do. And once you hear what you need to do, even if it's hard to do it, listen, you got a choice to make. You got a choice to make. And we know right now is not the time to play. I keep telling y'all, I'm going to tell y'all all year long, we're watching the news. We're watching what's going on right now. And women out there looking for a man to save you, baby, that ain't the one. That ain't it. I'm trying to tell you, women, listen. Women have to be very, very cautious with going to men right now. Just be very cautious, because women have done this for many years. Women have went to men to lead them, to guide them, to provide for them. And that's a big, big no. I don't care what the man says. I don't care what we were taught or whatever. Listen, I'm telling you what I know. If you don't become spiritually connected to the source first, you are not going to be able to help that man in the way he needs help. You're not going to be able to do it. There's no way. Because you have to be connected to his creator. Because only his creator, his mama can't even tell you how to help him. I'm going to tell you that. Because a lot of these men, they didn't even get what they needed from their mamas. Can we keep it real? Okay. They daddy can't tell you, oh, this is my son. This is what my son like. No. No. You connect to the source, and then the source will help you with the man. But first, you have to connect to the source so the source can tell you about you. Like, women want to connect to the man, but it's like, hold on, wait a minute. Are you connected? Do you have your health in line? Do you have your mind and your family and your stuff in line before you go out and try to get the man? Or do you want to get the man so that you can be comforted while you keep doing what you're doing? That's what a lot of women have done. And this is how the man rules over the woman. Because the woman is not spiritually connected. Trust me, when you are connected to the source, that man knows how to treat you. He gonna know how to play with you and when not to play with you. He gonna know. Okay? So, this is what I'm telling you. It's very important, because a lot of women are going out here dating with these men and spiritually disconnected and don't even know. These men are closer to beast than anything. We are watching these men attack these women, dismember these women, spreading their body parts all over the place. Listen, there is a vicious energy that has been released on this planet. I'm letting you know. And a lot of these men are in a low frequency. I'm letting you know that now too. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. Because they allow their lower nature to guide them. And that's dangerous. And if you sleep with them, then you'll be taking on this energy too. This is the reason why we are being called to separate from them. It's not forever. I'm not telling you ain't never have no man. But I'm just saying, women, we can change the way that these men are behaving when we require that they do their healing work, or they will not, absolutely not have a chance to come in and destroy your life. But women are unaware, right? That's what I was telling you. Spirit will not always make you aware that the man that you are sleeping with is the reason why you can't get up and move. Why you keep this extra weight on. Why you can't do the things that you want to do. Spirit's not going to tell you that. You want to know why? Because you didn't come to Spirit and you're not connected to the source. Because you're connected to him. A lot of women love their man more than they love God. And I know that they say, no, I don't. I love God. I love God. Look, I'm at church every day. Listen, in the Bible, we already know God said, don't give me no sacrifice. I don't care about your ox, your rams, your sacrifice. No, listen, don't care about none of it. It doesn't matter. None of your sacrifice will work. Not when it comes to you going around the things that you know you need to do, because a lot of people want to give offerings and sacrifice certain things that they want to give up, but they don't want to give up what Spirit says to give up. Spirit said give up what you love. I'm telling you what I know, baby. I'm telling you what I know. I just relocated here to Atlanta, 2-3 years ago, something like that. Maybe 3 or 4 now. But I don't have no family here. And I've never been away from my family. Me and my family have always been close. Always. And to move here by myself with my children, baby, that was a major risk for me. Major, major, major. When I tell you I've had to go through loop after loop after loop, I haven't even talked to my own mother in months. And ain't nobody got my back like my mama. I know that. But I also know that there's a certain time period when I have to be all in with spirit and nobody else. Are you willing to do that? Or are you going to continue to do what you've been doing? Is it working? Going out on dates and continuously getting let down. When are you going to see that going out on these dates ain't it? It ain't it. And it's not the man's fault. He's supposed to do what he do. He's supposed to do all that crazy funny business. That's what he's supposed to do because it's supposed to wake you up. Is it waking you up? Your job, they mistreat you on your job. They treating you like trash. Guess what? They supposed to treat you like trash, baby. They supposed to do you wrong. When are you going to move? That's why we don't get comfortable here. Nothing lasts forever on this planet. We're not here to get comfortable and satisfied. We're here to make observations, what's going on in our lives, and make adjustments. That's what we're here to do. And when we make adjustments, then every adjustment and every change should make us better and better and better and better. And every time you have a birthday, you may not even have a party, but you know that you have been leveling up sometimes 2, 3, 4 times in a year. Y'all better get on. I'm letting you know. This is not the time to play. And everybody knows because Spirit already telling you. I'm not trying to put no fear in you. I'm just keeping it real with you. Listen, at any moment, anything can happen in this world. And it's going to happen. I've been telling y'all this since 2020. That this world system is about to change very, very fast. What will you do? Nothing is going to be able to prepare you like your connection to source. Nobody you'll be able to call on, go to, nothing will be able to prepare you for what is about to happen. Do y'all know we are living in the time of revelation right now? This is the reason why everything is being revealed. So when Spirit said, "Can go back and help these women," I did that. And I'm doing it and I will continue to do it. Now, all I can do is tell you for as long as I can tell you. Because once I move on and go to do something else, then I won't be here to tell you that anymore. See what I'm saying? Spirit guides don't last forever. So, I just pray. I pray for every single woman out there. And it seems like a very serious message, but I just let Spirit flow. However it's going to flow out, I just let Spirit flow. And I'm here to let you know that women, we have work to do. We are not bored. You are not bored. There's no way you can be bored when we got all this healing work to do on ourselves. When our children need healing. When our family needs healing. When our communities need healing. Listen, we got so much work to do. We ain't bored. We just want to party. And it ain't party time. It's business. All right? It's time to get down to some business because you don't want to look up and next year you're still in the same place that you at right now. You don't want that to happen to you. You don't want your daughters and your sons to be doing the same things that you're doing and that your family members have done. You want them to be free. Meaning that they don't have to get up and work on no job. Listen, when you're connected to Spirit, you don't have to get up and do all this funny stuff that people have to get up and work hard to do. You don't. I promise you, you don't. And I've lived without a job for over 3 years, cousin. I'm telling you, all you have to do is get in alignment with Source. When you're connected to Spirit, you don't have to work hard. When you're connected, say your father is rich, he has everything. Why do you have to work hard for everything when you can just ask? You see what I'm saying? And in some cases, you don't even have to ask. You just get what you what you want, because it's for the highest good of you and everybody else. You let go of all that low ego and desire to get everything you want, and you only want things that are best for you and best for everybody else. So why wouldn't you have it? But the reason why people have to work hard and go to work every day in their business, on their job, and hustle and make it and grind is because they're in the driver's seat of their life. But life is not about that, baby. You was put in the garden. You're supposed to just exist and work on your energy every day. Because every day that you're working on your energy and becoming a better person, you're changing the world. And you don't have to physically do all this hard work. People out here physically doing hard work and the world spinning so fast. What do you think is going to happen? How long do you think people are going to be able to work hard like this? It's not going to be able to happen. It's not. And I don't want none of my cousins going out like that. Like, I don't want you losing your mind. I don't want you losing. Listen, I want you to be good. I want you to be good. This is the reason why we have the spiritual alignment class. Join the spiritual alignment class. I will keep telling you that because many women want to change. You just don't know how. Many women want their lives to change. They want to eat better. They want their families to be better. They want to be better mothers and to stop working hard and to rest and all these things. I am going to show you how, but you have to make a commitment to yourself. You're not committing to me. You're joining the community. You're joining the family. You're joining the Lighthouse family, the women over here. But your commitment is to yourself. You have to make the commitment that I'm ready to change my life. I want my life to be better. And every day, even if I take one step to become better, I'm going to do that unapologetically. Meaning that the children going to have to wait a minute, the man going to have to wait a minute, and everything is going to have to stop until you get yourself right. Because how can you be better for anybody else and put yourself on the back burner? That ain't going to work. It's not going to work. So I'm here with a very serious message today, because this seems like this is going to be my message moving forward. It's just really helping women to become more spiritually connected. And a lot of men ain't going to dig it. They ain't going to like it. They're not going to like it because you are going to be connected to the source. You're going to see through all their BS. You're going to be able to see things before they come. You're going to be able to know things that you need to know. Everything in your life is going to be crystal clear. You're going to be moving with power and authority, which you should be. And women should not be on the bottom. Let me take that back. Get your mind out the gutter. Stop. Stop. He said, I don't care. I think I like being on the bottom. Kevin, listen. You see what I'm saying, right? Like, you're not less than. You're not. You have a very powerful role to play. You do. But if you're always letting these men run amok on you and chasing after the men and after the money, it's like you can't get in your power. Your power comes from spirit. You are supposed to be healing your family and your children and yourself. You are a healer. People should come to you and say, you know what? I need help. And you're able to identify exactly what's going on with them. You're able to tell them exactly what needs to be done. And you're able to free them. That's your role as the woman. You are the anchor of your family. But if your children going crazy, everybody going all over the place, you got to make sure you get yourself in alignment with spirit. That's all it is. And you can make that change whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready to say, you know what? I'm done working hard. I don't want to do it my way. I'm done with this. Say whatever prayer you need to say from your heart, from your heart to your creator, your source. And let spirit know what you want to have happen. Invite spirit into your life. But listen, just like you wouldn't invite one of these so-called celebrity stars into a dirty house, if your house is dirty, all right? And these are the so-called stars, okay? Don't think that your creator, the elite, the most high, is going to come into your home, your temple, and it's filthy and nasty. You got to clean it up. And you should want to. because you don't want spirit to come. And I ain't gonna say you don't want them to come, because spirit ain't gonna come anyway. It's just like, listen, you got to clean that up. All right, clean it up. Find you some affirmations. Find you some Bible verses, scriptures, or whatever book you read, okay? Start reading self-development books. Start doing little things every single day to start to help you to think differently. Get around different people that are going to help you to evolve. Go to different groups, seminars, join the spiritual alignment class. I'm here. You have support. It's not like you're by yourself. You have support. There are many people out here that are coming by you with a boat and saying, listen, be a part of this community. You don't want to be alone, but you have to disconnect from the people that can be weighing you down. Because if they're thinking on a certain level, then guess what? You're going to be thinking on that level. If you got 5-10 people around you and all of them are on a low frequency, you think your one body is going to be able to bring them up? You have a hard enough time keeping yourself above water. You see what I'm saying? This is the reason why Spirit says you have to disconnect. It's not saying you have to lose your love for them. It's not saying anything. You're doing what's best for you is doing what's best for them. Because they're going to watch you and see what's possible. You're going to show them how to do the work. You're not going to give them a handout. You're going to show them this is how you do it. And they will change. If you really love people, you allow them to go through their cycles. And if they have to go through certain struggles, it's necessary for their growth. Just like you. You have to go through certain struggles, but it's necessary for your growth. It's not wrong. And people being spiritually disconnected, that's not wrong. Because we all have to start off in the dark. But only certain people will find their way to the light. Okay, cousin, I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hey, cousin. If you're interested in joining our powerful community of women supporting each other through our healing and transformation journey, make sure that you look for the Lighthouse ATL on all social media platforms. YouTube, TikTok, not on Instagram, but Twitter, LinkedIn, everywhere else. Look for the Lighthouse ATL, okay? You do not have to do it on your own. We are done with these solo dolo missions, okay? We're going to work together. We're going to heal together. We're going to cry together. We're going to laugh together. We're going to travel together. Listen, join our level up movement, and I will see you soon. Bye.